I live in my van full time, but I've only started traveling in it within the last few months. I've traveled to many beautiful states in the US, and although I've only been traveling for a little while, I've learned so much about the lifestyle and things to do to make my life easier. As we all know, life in general can be chaotic, unpredictable, but van life is something I have never experienced. With the amount of unpredictable situations that van life adds to regular life, I learned fast the things I can do that will make my life a little bit easier. You kind of have to in this lifestyle. You have to learn fast, otherwise you will be miserable and your life will be 20 times harder than it has to be. I realized over the past few months that there were some things that I habitually do before I go to a new campground. Some of these habits make things a little bit easier for me when I get to my new campground, and others just make me happy and bring comfort to me. Sometimes I feel anxious when driving to a new area by myself, and some of these things have unintentionally become rituals that soothe my anxious heart whenever I'm going to a new place. So in this vlog, I am leaving New Hampshire and headed to New York. And on my journey to New York, I will show you the handful of things that I always do before going to a new campground. My stomach is growling. The first time it growled, I was walking around exploring the woods a little bit, and then my stomach growled and I thought it was like an animal. And then I did it again and I was like, oh, that's my stomach. So I'm just going to empty my gray water tank. I wish I had a better gray water tank system. I did find something that I want to install that will help me like push a button and then it'll just drain from underneath my van. A woman at the Beet Harvest showed me hers and she was suggesting I get something like that. So I'm just gonna go in the woods far away from the campsite and do it. My gray water, it's just water and a few particles of food. The soap that I use is natural. I don't have any there's no chemicals in the gray water. I don't use any type of solution to help with the smell or any of that stuff because it doesn't emit any odors for me. But so yeah, I don't feel bad just pouring this in the woods somewhere. It's just water and food and like vinegar because I clean with vinegar and things like that. Finished running my errands for the day. I got gas, emptied my trash, emptied my gray water. I picked up my Amazon packages and I got some Thai food that I've already started to annihilate and it's so good. Whenever I go to a new state or a new city, I like to look for a Thai place because I love Thai food. Thai place or an Indian place. I'm definitely gonna have a little bit more of that tonight before I go to bed because it's only like 4:30. Yeah, I think it's like 4:30, 4:40 right now, so it's a little early. So I'll have a little bit more of that before I go to bed, and I'm just gonna put my Amazon packages up. I got a new candle because that one is running out. My dad got me that candle. He got me 2 of them, and I really like them. I was not a big candle person before he got me these candles, but now I just love it. So I got the exact same one. I got 12 more reusable food storage bags. These are the gallon size. So now total I should have about 18 of these gallon sized ones, and then I have like 9 of the quart sized reusable storage bags. And then I got 20 more of these reusable napkins. They're basically dish towels. But you know, marketing. They label them as reusable paper towels. Can you guys see? So I really like these. I like how simple they look. Yeah, I got 20 more of these, and I think I have like 10 or 20 already, so I should have like 30 or 40 of these total. I'm really getting back into like using reusable things, reusable paper towels, reusable food storage bags. I have several of these reusable bags. These are for like grocery shopping. When I go to bulk stores, I can put lentils, beans in here, nuts, whatever they sell at the bulk food stores, and just keep reusing these. I have 3 of these reusable silicone sponges. I just love reusable stuff because for one, it's budget friendly. You know, that's like one of the biggest pros of reusable things is that they're budget friendly. So you just wash it and reuse, wash and reuse, wash and reuse, and I love that. I don't have to buy sponges all the time. I don't have to buy paper towels as much. I still use paper towels, but not nearly as much. I do not have to buy any as often. And hopefully once I have a normal home and I can really stock up on stuff, I won't have to buy paper towels anymore. Right before I moved into my car, when I was in my apartment, I had just started my like low waste lifestyle journey. I was buying so many reusable things and I was just really excited to try to use less plastic and contribute a little bit less waste into the world. But then I moved into my car, my Buick Encore, and just a lot of the stuff that I bought I could not fit in my car. Some of it's in storage. But plus that whole lifestyle, just getting accustomed to living in such a tiny space was new to me, and I just had to put everything on hold, and I have not been low waste for a while. But I'm back on it now, you know, just a little bit. You know, we all do what we can. We do what we can, so this is what I can do right now. Reusable paper towels and reusable food storage bags. I hope to never buy another Ziploc bag again. I'm so excited. Oh, and I got this. This is the last thing that I got, because I try not to buy dish soap that comes in the bottles. I just buy like the bar of soap that comes in like cardboard packaging. But bars of soap, they melt so fast. Like if they are not in a dry place, if they get a little bit of water on it, they start melting and then you're out of soap. So I've been keeping my bar of soap in this little smaller quart-sized food storage bag. Still, sometimes like water will get in here. When I stick the soap back in here, there'll be water in here, and I don't know, it just gets messy and the soap starts to get smaller. So, oh, it fits perfectly too. So yeah, I wanted to get this because it has a little drain thingy so that the soap can drain and it won't melt as fast. I keep saying melt. I think it's like, the proper word is probably dissolve faster. I don't know. They did have some bamboo versions of these, but people were saying that they would get moldy and stuff, and I didn't want to deal with that. So these are plastic, but hopefully if I take care of them, they will last me for years and years and years. This is everything I just picked up from my Amazon order. I'm gonna put this stuff up and then just wash my face, do my nighttime routine, and pull my bed out and relax. Hello. You're just so cute, Dad. Can you see me? Are we lagging?
No, we can see you.
It doesn't, I'm in the city now, but my signal is still trash. So, yeah, it might not get any better. How are you guys? Now I'm just gonna keep this on for 30 minutes and brush my teeth, put my pajamas on, and do all that good stuff. The heater was on and it got kind of warm in here and my Hue bar completely melted. I was a little sad at first, but then I remember I had these overnight, excuse my janky. This is the spoon that I use to stir the honey and turmeric mixture. There are overnight oats in here. I made these a few days ago. And I figured I will just pour some of the chocolate into the overnight oats. And it is so delicious. It might not look pretty, but it tastes so good. I just like to get enough groceries so that I'll have enough for however long I'm going to be at the campground. I didn't get a ton because I still have a good amount of food in here. In here I have some kale and some Swiss chard that I still need to use up, some hummus, I have frozen broccoli right there. And this Tupperware right there, I still have leftovers. Basically, I like to have a stocked fridge because I stay at campgrounds for a minimum of 5 to 7 days. That's the bare minimum I'll stay. So because I don't travel every 2 to 3 days like a lot of van lifers, and I'm very far from a city and any good grocery store when I'm at a campground, I like to have a fridge full of food. Because one thing that sucks is when you're in the middle of nowhere and you're craving something and then you can't have it. Been there, done that, learned my lesson. Before I go to a campground, I make a menu of whatever I'm planning to eat for the week that I'll be there, and I make sure that I have all of the ingredients for those meals. I will also think of something that I might crave, like a dessert or anything really. If you can't tell, food is big for me. Some of you know my past career as a chef, so yeah, I like to cook, I like to eat. Food is important for me. But when some people go to campgrounds, they're thinking about, I don't know, oh, what's this hike I can do? What's this trail I can do? That's an afterthought for me. My priorities are finding a nice camp spot that's secluded and making sure I have a stocked fridge so that I can eat good in nature. After that, I start thinking of, oh, are there hikes? Are there trails? Is there this to look at? Is there that to look at? I don't always do laundry before going to a new campground because I go to a new campground every 5 to 7 days and I do not do laundry that often. I do laundry once a month. I know that is gross to some people and I don't care. I am out here in nature, but I'm not rolling around in mud or anything, so for me, that's fine. But for this trip to New York, it was time for me to do laundry, so I lucked out and found a really cheap laundromat near a university in New York. I arrived at my New York camp spot after dark, and I didn't want to drive around in the dark looking for the perfect camp spot, so I just took the first place I could find. And there was zero signal, it was raining outside, but I felt comfortable, I felt rejuvenated from my time in the city, tasting some good Thai food, getting all of my chores done, making sure I have clean clothes, a stocked fridge, a full tank. When I get gas, I also make sure to fill my diesel heater as well. So my diesel heater was nice and full, and I felt comfortable. I felt comfortable in this new place that I've never been in the middle of nowhere. And a large reason for that is because of these habits that I always do before I go to a new campground to make sure I feel that I have everything necessary to be comfortable. I didn't really like this blanket when I first got it, but over the past couple of weeks, I've been warming up to it. No pun intended. When I put my really heavy duvet on top of this at night, it keeps me warm all night. There are some nights when it's been like 18, 19, 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and I didn't turn my heater on because I had this blanket plus my big duvet over it. So I had my diesel heater on for like 20 minutes to warm up the van, and then I turned that off, and then I put my heated blanket over me. And that will keep me warm for a while, so I don't have to keep the diesel heater on for so long. I usually read books on my Kindle, but I lost my Kindle earlier this year. I lost it a couple of months ago. So luckily, I have this little bookshelf behind me, and I have a few books. This was one of the books, and I decided to read it again because I'm in the middle of nowhere right now, and I don't have a signal. This is the first campsite I've been to where I have zero signal, like none. So it forces me to read. But I also downloaded some movies, and I think I'm gonna take a break from reading and watch a movie that I'll probably fall asleep on because I'm very, very tired right now.
I think so. Hi, I'm Finn. Nice to meet you.
So you think they got a plan to get us out of here?
I doubt it. Should find out, I suppose.
I'll find out.